What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol NVDA for NVIDIA Corp. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will, of course, be an update. We talk about the stock regularly here. The main thing to point out is that we did see the breakdown of 250, the big bad round number on today's session. It was the prior day's low, and it all really happened in the last hour and a half or so of the day. You can see that on the 30-minute here. So what's the outlook going forward? Well, as of right now, we're certainly going to be, it's very likely that we open on some sort of gap down. You can see continued volatility into the post market here. This upper wick would indicate, again, that volatility, but we are significantly lower, closer to 235 roughly as of right now. So opening on a gap down is going to put gap rules into play, and we have a complicating factor of the prior open gap from right around in here. So what I would watch out for in NVIDIA is a couple of things. Firstly, let's map out where today's low was. So there we go. We want to know where the overnight low is, at least as of right now, and the forecasted opening print somewhere around here. That's fine for now. Let's turn that back off, and we'll focus over on the daily time frame to walk through these scenarios here. Again, that gap that we already had existing, the yellow lines, is the complicating factor. I would watch for something like this. If we open here, drive lower, but catch ourselves for support at the yellow gap fill, which is 233.50s, and then turn around, that's where I think we start to squeeze anyone who's short late to the party, just assuming that it has to be lower on the gap down, and that's where the gap fills, right? So something like that, long back through the open, wherever that tends to be for the 9:30 bell, and then we close the gap to 240.79. That's what I would start thinking about for the Friday session here, just noting this is starting to feel a little bit extended. Anyone who piles on short with bad location has the potential to be squeezed out for a loss there. So that's my primary indication. If it does want to continue lower, you should probably just let it go in my estimation. Again, I really don't feel like it would be wise to be initiating a new short trade after all of this damage has already been done. Could it go lower? Absolutely. The market can always do whatever it wants to do. But in terms of risk-friendly entries, I'm just not seeing it here. It definitely starts to feel like chasing. From the 30-minute perspective, again, let's just zoom in. We know we're going to be opening on a gap down. Let's quickly take out our fibs, though, and see where bearish consolidation is if we break into today's range. Anything underneath the 38.2 here, which is basically 246. You know what? I'm going to take it back. Basically, noting the importance of the 250 flush point, it's also the 61.8 right now. We're going to go with that level. So here's another indication for you. If we fill the gap and then continue higher after that, this is where the bearish trades start to become more attractive, right? If we print an inverted hammer on the back test of 250, and you can see how that was a flush point from in here, descending triangle, that's, again, where your risk-friendly entry lies. Short under the lows, look for the equal low, and then follow through to the downside with a stop loss right over the highs. If you're trying to chase it short down here, where's your stop loss go? There's no clear structure for you to trade against, which is why I've been advocating for probably some patience here and not chasing it to the downside, just jumping on the short train, right? So that's what I've got for you inside of NVIDIA. Hopefully this was helpful in terms of thinking out loud about how this should, quote-unquote, pan out in terms of a risk-friendly entry and how you should properly play it. So that's all I've got for you. If you enjoyed it or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.